can this strategy of sort of using your gut instincts first and then revising your impression about a character based on like new information that comes in work in a way as far as like dealing with information pollution or any other similar term? And then my second question is, in unreliable narrator strategies for readers, can that also transfer?
Well, I think the answer to that question is, I hope the answer to that question is yes. The way we distribute our attention, and this is based on an idea Peter Rabinowitz's in Before Reading, we have those sort of a priori understandings of the kinds of things that authors do to get us to attend to things. We call a certain set of things calls to attention. If there's what we call the reader's response, if there's emotional language. So one of the things we have them do is we look at different kinds of texts and say, what are the different calls to attention? What did the creator do to draw your attention to that? And so the idea that there are things that there are conventional understandings. So we just try to raise their attention to, let me understand what the maker of this text is doing to draw my attention to certain features of this text. And then knowing that, how do I feel about those things? That becomes more complicated in a digital text, because the issue of authorship is way more complicated in a digital text. Let's think about calls to attention. Let's think about direct statements. Let's think about ruptures. Let's think about response, things designed to cultivate an emotional response. And let's look to see how those play out in different kinds of texts. And then once I've done that, then I can decide what I want to do with those things. But the big question is, what did the creators do to manipulate your attention, and how do you feel about that? Give you one example.